YouTube Nation, my people from all over, welcome back to the show. And for everybody who's first time tuning in, please like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell right there. That way every time I drop, you'll be one of the first to get it. So what it do, y'all, on this Monday morning, Mamba mentality, of course, you got to have that to get going. I'm a little pissed because the Cowboys lost that game yesterday. I know all the haters got something to say. The haters want to laugh and rub it in my face. I am running from certain people because I don't want to see them. I don't want to talk to them. I've been voting phone calls. It's like I don't want to hear that shit. It's still Cowboys for life. But I want to say this, though. People going to blame Dak for that because of interceptions. And they be like, Dak got like 10 interceptions now throughout this season alone. Patrick Mahomes got 11. Y'all ain't saying about Patrick Mahomes. Granted, he has won a Super Bowl, but still, he got 11. But it ain't always on the quarterback. These damn receivers can't catch. But Dallas lost that game not because of Dak. They lost that game because the defense gave up too much. The motherfucker, that little young cat named Joseph, #1, he got burnt like twice. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I'm just looking at that, processing it all. I'm like, that shit just pissed me off. But we got the Eagles Saturday. We're going to get in that ass. The Lakers won yesterday, though. So that was cool. I like to see them whoop on Washington like that. They did good. But anyway, y'all, let's get right into the story. So today I'm going to talk about something I haven't heard too many people speak on. But it's a reality that all of us deal with that's been out there living that life is gang banging. And people that still living out there like gang banging. If you gang banging, you in LA County or wherever county you in, the city, whatever state you in, eventually you're going to go to jail. Ain't too many gang members that haven't been in jail. Ain't too many Crips and Bloods out of LA County that haven't been to the LA County jail. If they have, they just been them dudes who don't really be in nothing. They just from the hood, but they don't ever be in nothing. They be around for a little bit. They be in the gathering lab looking good, make the numbers look good. But if you've been an active gang member, 9 times out of 10, you didn't touch the LA County jail. LA County jail, once again, is a horrible place to live. I done been in that joint quite a few times since I was 18. I had enough of that shit. I don't wish that on nobody. The conditions there is the worst. I'm sure the LA County Jail is the worst county jail in the state of California. I only been to San Diego County Jail outside of LA County Jail. And I only went through there because I was coming through Donovan. I had some situations in Donovan I had to go there for. Other than that, I ain't never been that person who get caught up in other county jails, San Bernardino County jails, Riverside, Bakersfield. Was that Laredo and Bakersfield? None of these other county jails, Orange County. I've never been to none of these other counties. All my cases has been LA County, and all my convictions been in Compton Court. Reason being because the Southeast LAPD station, which is on 108th and Main, they sent us to Compton Court from there. So, and that's my last 2 convictions been right there. So all I know is this LA County Jail, and that place is trash. The food is trash. Always have been, always will be. I done heard stories back in the days about shit they used to put in there. They used to give us the shit on the shingle and this oatmeal and stuff. Some people said, don't eat that shit, don't eat the oatmeal. The big homie Red Dog told me stories about some shit way back in the days when he used to work in the kitchen and they used to be cooking and shit that people was doing to the oatmeal. So once he told me that story, I was like, I don't eat oatmeal in the county jail no more. I ate the shit on the shingle. You know, you hungry, you eat so much shit, you just gotta eat, you know what I mean? And the truthful though, people take deals in the LA County jail because of the conditions. People take deals, they tired of eating like that, living like that, period. And all the bullshit, the drama that's going on with gangs and shit, all the fighting, all the issues, people take deals just to get up out of those conditions. That's how bad the LA County jail is. The living conditions is that bad, people going to go ahead and take a deal on a case that they probably could have beat just because they want to get out this county jail like that. It happens. It's happening right now. Some people there right now, today on this Monday morning, niggas is in the court tank, already at the courthouse because it's about 8 o'clock right now. Niggas is there. Niggas ready to take a deal because they tired of living like this. They baby mama out there fucking with somebody else. They want to hurry up and get out the state, get out the county, and get to the state so they can call and do all that old shit to have better contact with them. You know what I mean? Because of what their girls is doing. I done seen dudes take deals because they worry about what their girl is doing on the outs. I'm going to take a deal because she fucking with this other nigga, so I'm going to take this deal because you just trying to hurry up and get back to her. That's what they doing. Or you just trying to get away from the living conditions in there, like most of us was. But my last time I stayed in there, no, as long as I stayed in the county jail on one case, I stayed in like 10 months. That's when it was in 2700. Like I said, we made the best of that shit, but that was foul. The conditions in there, the food is foul. When you ever, people like that never been to jail, women in particular, you got like your father, your brother, your baby daddy, your boyfriend, your husband, whatever, any male that you know in your life, and they come to your house and bro like eating real fast, and you're like, damn, why this nigga eat so fast? That right there is an indication that bro done did some time. And he done been in the LA County jail, a lot of these prisons. Because when we used to walk the child in the 80s, I think in early 90s, they was letting them walk the child still. I don't know when they stopped that. But you walk into them child halls, you got to eat fast. Next row, next row, next row. And a lot of these prisons is the same way. A lot of people done caught staff assaults because of that. Because nigga, I'm still eating. The fuck you mean, cuz? And you know what I mean? And the police, you know, the LA County jail sheriff, they think they the hardest motherfuckers on the planet. You know, they gonna test you, you know what I mean? And it's gonna go down. So a lot of people caught staff assaults behind shit like that, having to get up, next row, get up. In the state too, get up. Man, I ain't finished eating, bro. Get up, get up, get up. That's what they do. Trying to rush you up out of there. Eat real fast and go because they want to get on with the next part of their program of the day. But the conditions are so bad in there. Now, when I was in there in the 80s, we didn't have a lot of stuff in the commissary. The canteen was real bare. We had like a lot of candy bars, coffee, cocoa, corn nuts, beef sticks, and they had these Lipton packs that was considered a soup. There's like some little Lipton shit. And you put it in there. It's more like something to drink, you ask me. It wasn't nothing to eat because you might catch a cup of noodles or a piece of chicken or something in there, but it ain't shit in there. But we used to get that, throw that in the cup, hit him with the hot water, chop a beef stick, and throw some corn nuts in that shit, and that was your little meal. But now, later on, I learned you heat them beef sticks up. Now, I thought about this because I had a beef stick, a Slim Jim, had one the other day. And I was like, damn, I used to be in the county, and we used to get these joints and heat them up, put fire on them. We used to get the toilet paper, make the bomb, roll that toilet paper, make the bomb, tuck all the ends on both sides, put that joint on the bottom bunk or on the floor, and light that bitch up. And hold that beef, that Slim Jim over that joint like this here. We cook him up. And it was fire. And you had a piece of bread and you slap some jelly on the bread. And then you put the beef steak on the bread. That shit was cool. I didn't knock that shit down. They only allow us to get like 20 at a time. I think it was something like that. 20 or 10. I think it was 20. But I used to get them joints and run through that so much. In one night, I'd be to knock down 5 in one night. Easy call. But the conditions, the canteen was poor in there, still is. However, nowadays, the canteen is way better, just more expensive. I went back down there on my appeal in 98. That's when I got my life sentence taken off. I went back in 98. So when I was down, that's when Michael Jordan won his last championship. I was in Wayside when he hit that last shot against Utah. So that was 98. When I went back down at the end, though, what the hell is going on out there? I went down from Tehachapi. They had more stuff in the county than they had in Tehachapi, but the prices is high. Top Ramen, hold up. Yeah, Top Ramen noodles. Top Ramen noodles was like about 98 cents when I went back down there in 98. But then I remember seeing like later on, other people tell me it was about like $1 something. So just one Top Ramen is like $1 something in that county, LA County jail. They'll tell them what the cup of noodles going for. You know what I mean? But they got a whole lot of better, they got a better selection today than they did when we had it back in the 80s and early 90s. They got all kind of stuff in there. They got better stuff in the LA County jail on their commissary list than they got in some of these state prisons. Like, you know, because I went down there from Tehachapi at the time. Tehachapi didn't have nothing in their canteen. They didn't have canned goods at their canteen back then. They just had like a limit on state, the little sausages or whatever. And there's a limit on how many you can get. So I got to the county, I'm like, damn, they got all kind of stuff in there, but the prices is high, so they making a killing up in that joint. But like I say, the county jail, the food is bad. The commissary is super high. They extorting us up in that joint. Nobody really speak on that, but how we getting extorted, we paying $1 something for one Top Ramen soup. At one time, it was like, was it the sheriff? I forgot dude's name, not before Lee Baca, but I don't know, his daughter was supposed to be running the damn canteen. I forgot the name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, his daughter's supposed to be running the canteen in there, and that's like they doing too much. It's just too much extortion there. Oh, real quick, I heard somebody say something about the John Wayne thing up in the county jail. Yeah, that was up in on the 9,000 floor. It used to be like on the wall, and you're going like 9,300 down there by 93, that 94 to 95 the other way, but 9,300, and they used to have a big old red line on the ground, painted on the floor in there, like for the John Wayne, like don't cross that. They catch you spitting on it. They try to hit you with that flashlight therapy. They try to break you up, but we didn't did it. We didn't call them, spit on that thing in there. You know, we be sitting on the hall with that. You sitting in there with your bedroll or whatever, waiting to go to where you don't go to. And you got a big ass thing of John Wayne. I want to say it was more than one mural with John Wayne in that county jail. I think I seen 2 of them. I'm just trying to remember. Some stuff now talking about the LA County Jail back in the days is becoming a blur. Certain things, you know what I mean? I just like, something like that. I'm not sure if I remember. But yeah, the LA County Jail is trash. You do not want to end up in that spot, but you out there living the life, you're liable to be there. So you might as well make sure you stack up your money, man. Make sure you got some food when you in that joint. You got some money to get you some canteen in that joint and some money to pay that attorney to fight that case for you. That way you got to be calling out to the streets, talking shit to everybody. Moms and sisters and grandmas and nieces and daughters and shit. And niggas, be a man right now. Stack your bread up. Get ready for that type of situation. Just got to man up. Don't let nobody else have to take care of us. Because grown-ass men, we be in them situations. Hey, y'all, I want to speak on something real quick, though. Also, because I just saw this on YouTube. The Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case. I was tripping because they said one of the major witnesses disappeared. So somebody didn't show up on the stand. But then Megan got on the stand. So I don't know much about Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know if she hood. I don't know. I never really heard her saying nothing like being affiliated. But you never know. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of hers. I don't listen to her music. I don't know her background like some of these younger kids might know. A lot of these people, they make it and they be attracted to this lifestyle. You want to be a part of this culture. You start talking the talk and you get in situations and then you got to get on the stand. Okay, for all y'all that don't know, when you part of this lifestyle, you do not do that. Don't do that. If you part of this lifestyle, you running with gang members, you packing heat, you thugging. If you live in that lifestyle, you're not supposed to get on the stand. You're not supposed to do that. I'm not saying she was. I'm just saying I don't know. But, you know, she's considered a civilian to me. I never heard her say she a Crip of blood like some of these others. I see this all of a sudden they cripping in blood and all of a sudden, which I didn't see you cripping in blood when you first came in the game, but now you cripping in blood and one or the other. It look cool. The shit, like, it attracts most people these days. That's why these channels is popular. Like, everybody want to hear our stories. This culture is attractive. This is a lot of people's guilty pleasure. Listen to these type of stories about the lifestyle we done lived out here. And, you know, it's our way to give back. We done fucked up a whole lot of shit. So about me sharing the stories like everybody else on YouTube, sharing their gang stories, their stories, how we came up. It's entertaining. A lot of people want to know. Y'all live vicariously through us. The shit we done been through, the shit we done survived. But one thing I do know is that when you part of this lifestyle, you're never supposed to get on the stand. You're never supposed to open your mouth. You're supposed to shut the fuck up and let them do what they want to do to you. You got to be willing. You got to be ready. Because this could happen to you. If you gang banging, bro, you might be in a situation where you're going to have to serve a life sentence for somebody else. You might be in a situation where you might have to get sentenced to death for somebody else. That the other homie didn't kill all these people. You didn't kill them. You know about it. But you got to ride that out. Now, most of y'all don't got that in you. Most of y'all ain't finna do 5 years for nobody else. Most of y'all ain't gonna do 2 years, not gonna do 2 weeks, 2 days for nobody else. You're gonna tell right away. If that's your mentality, much respect. But when you're trying to be around this type of lifestyle, this environment, people that's part of this environment, you might be in a situation like that. Where you got to just shut the fuck up and ride it out. You're not supposed to tell. You're not supposed to say nothing when you live in this lifestyle. That's just the reality of it, people. It's the ugly truth. It's the ugly truth about gangbanging and living a street life, period. If you live in this lifestyle, you're not supposed to say nothing, period. If you're not, you're a civilian, that's your business. But the culture that's out here in the streets is created by gangs. And these are the politics that's created by gangs that's in the streets. Thugging. Snitching is never accepted. You don't say nothing to the DA. When that detective come and holler, you're not supposed to say nothing. You're not supposed to if you live in this lifestyle. You're supposed to handle it on your own. I'll let it go. Everybody don't have that in them to do that. But everybody want to be gangster. Y'all better think before you sign up for this shit. Don't sign up for it if you know you ain't got it in you. Don't do that. But yeah, y'all, on this Monday, I just want to hit y'all real quick, a little something, talk about that bullshit we used to eat in the county jail, that nasty ass food, county jail snacks. That shit was trash. We made the best out of it. We always do. We always find a way to make the best out of a bad situation. That's all we did, but it was trash, y'all. They killing us in there with them prices. They robbing cats in the LA County Jail with that commissary. Fucking top ramen noodle for over $1 for one. You can get like 5 and 6 for $1 a lot of these places out here. Fuck that. Wise up. Pay attention to what's going on out here in this world. Think before you blink. Don't put yourself in a situation that you're going to regret later. Stay away if it ain't in you. Just live your life. Take care of your kids. Be smart.